So today I want to talk about something that I just figured I'd share because I can and I will and I want to and I can upload whatever I want. So there's a show, it's called Summer Heights High. It's by Chris Lilly. Don't know what it is, go check it out. It's a really good show. I'm pretty sure it's really cheap on DVD now. It might even be on Netflix somewhere. I don't even know. It's a really good show. It's basically set in a school and Chris Lilly plays three characters. This is gay teacher. That's kind of weird that I just say he's gay when I should say like a teacher because of quality and... That is interesting actually, isn't it? Like if I was describing a character and he was black, I'd say, oh, the black guy. But if there's a white character, I'd never say, oh, the white guy. That's really interesting, isn't it? Anyway, I digress. He also plays a character who's a typical high schooler who's like, oh my god, awesome, and all this kind of stuff. But the third character he plays is a character called Jonah. And he's from a place called Tonga. It's a little island, but he's at the Australian school. So this Jonah character, he was the best part of the show. Without a doubt, he made the show for me. And basically at the school, he's a bit of a prick, he's a bit of a bully. He's kind of troubled at school, you know. He doesn't really get on the teachers, but he's really well liked still. And the teachers want to help him and whatever, but he's always just... He's not interested in school, and he's disruptive and does what he wants, and he's just a bit of a knob. He is a bad kid, and despite everybody's best efforts, he does, at the end of the series, get expelled from school. And at the end of it, you know, you can see he's upset. I think there's a point where he says, oh, don't expel me, but it's too late. It's too late for him. He has to go, and I don't like admitting it, and it's kind of embarrassing to say it, and I'm not proud of it, but I was the same at school, and I got expelled from school as well. When I watch the show, it's like watching myself. We're so similar, it's ridiculous how I was at school anyway. And you see this change in him at the end where he realizes he was being a prick, but it's too late, and you know, you can see a change in him, and it's a really nice ending. You like to think, oh, hopefully he'll learn from that and he'll go forward with his life. And again, like, I can relate. When I got expelled, it changed me a bit, and I was like, why did I be a prick at school? Why did I, you know, do this and that and whatever? And I like to think that I changed my ways a bit, and I've got somewhere of my life. So it was a really nice closure to the series and a really nice ending. It's definitely one of my top 3, you know, characters of all time. And I think because I can relate to him so much, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but whatever. Anyway, enough of the personal life stories. So it's got some really nice closure to it, right? Chris Lilly released a show called Jonah from Tonga. Kind of a sequel. It's just basically showing what happened to Jonah after Summer Heights High. It starts off with Jonah and he's on the island, and he's exactly how he was at high school. He's even worse. He's just being a prick and bullying kids. He doesn't care. He's being a twat. And then he goes back to the other school. He goes back to another school in Australia. And he's still a prick and he's still the same. He's even worse, I think. Don't get me wrong, like, he's still an interesting character. There's a point when he's in, I can't think of the fucking word for it. It's like a prison for kids. I can't think of the word for it. I have no idea why I can't think of the word for it. He's in a prison for kids. And you see a lot more of his personality. He's just a really troubled kid. And he's still a really interesting character, and I do really enjoy watching him. But that's not really weird. Summer Heights High had such a great story arc for him. And it had this really nice closure to his character. And I feel like that sequel just kind of ruined that for me. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is, why have we got to do so many sequels to things like that? Why can't we leave things alone? Like The Sopranos. You imagine if someone made a sequel to The Sopranos? No, The Sopranos is done, leave it alone. Breaking Bad, done, leave it alone. And I mean, I can't really talk because I've done sequels to Sanity Not Included, but it's not like some compelling, epic storyline going on, so I guess it's not really that bad. And I understand, obviously, you know, he liked the character and wanted the money, but it's a shame because I had some really nice closure with that character. I guess because I could relate to him so much and I saw the change in him at the end of the series, it was just... I always think about that show a lot. And then I watched the sequel, and now it's kind of ruined it for me. And I think it's a shame, because that happens a lot with stuff. Same with reboots. The new RoboCop was awful. I feel like things are just made for the sake of it. Things don't have to be made. I feel like I make a habit of making pointless vlogs, but I just think it's a shame that shows like that have a really nice ending to them and closure, they lose it. But if you've had that happen to you, where a series or something has happened, just ruined a character for you or something, leave a comment, I'm interested in what you have to say. So yeah, another random pointless video from Dex, yay! Thanks for watching.